Why networking doesn't work for everybody. Hello and welcome. Have you ever felt like networking was a waste of your time and your energy? Or maybe you feel like you don't get enough out of it? In the vast sea of professional development, networking events stand out as promising guidance and opportunities. Hi, I'm Yana Henneman, founder of We&Co, and today we're diving into why networking doesn't work out for everyone and how you can do it better, more efficiently, and more effectively so that you open yourself up to more opportunities. The pitfalls of professional networking. Number one, lack of strategy. Imagine walking into a networking event. You're scanning the room with your eyes, looking for potential clients, having a good time, and by the time it all wraps up, you haven't gotten anything out of it. Well, without a strategy, how would you navigate such an event? I knew a freelance graphic designer who attended a lot of these kind of networking events. He was hoping to expand his client base. However, he didn't have a clear strategy on who he wanted to meet and how he was going to approach them. He often left these events with nothing more than having a few snacks in his belly and no real leads. The lesson here is if you go into a networking event without a strategy, it turns into more like socializing. You might move around, but not necessarily forward in your business. So have a strategy. Number two, an unclear target audience. Knowing your niche target audience is crucial. Monica, my beloved hairstylist, she is great at this. She knows who she wants to meet. She knows what she's going to do at every networking event. And that's why she's so successful as a hairstylist. She doesn't go around in a networking event and say, you have hair, so you're my target audience. Not at all. Whenever she's meeting people, she says, I specialize in the 55 plus realm. I also work with patients going through chemotherapy and radiation. And in fact, I'm willing to go into their home and cut and style their hair. Now, her niche is not anyone with hair. That's what a new hairstylist would say. She loves working with the 55 plus community. Doesn't mean that she won't see people like me or my friends. It just means that's who she's looking for. Keep in mind, everybody's mind is like a Rolodex or Google or Jujule, as my family calls it. When you Jujule something like people with hair, you're going to come up with everyone that has hair. But when you ask and prompt Google, people in Springfield, Missouri, in the 55 plus community that's going through chemotherapy, radiation, or are just 55 plus, you're going to narrow that down. The same works with people. When you ask them the right questions or when you tell them what you're looking for in the right way, they will come up with contacts and referrals right on the spot. Do not go to a networking event and say, I'm looking for anyone with hair. Our mind just goes, cannot compute. Hey, I'm looking for people in the 55 plus community. Oh, my mom, my grandma. Oh, my auntie. Your mind just starts to go to work on it. Make sense? So the key takeaway is understanding your niche. Yes, my ideal referral for We&Co is any professional who is three things: humble, hungry, and smart. But when I say, hey, I'm looking for roofers in the Bentonville area, or I'm looking for a real estate office in the Jefferson City area, people now the brains have been triggered. Now they're starting to go through that mental Rolodex. Okay. That's the takeaway. Know your niche target audience. Number three, another problem people do when they go to a networking event is they ignore linear industries or tangent industries, whatever. Networking is not just about finding those direct clients. It's about building relationships with those in adjacent industries. For instance, a real estate agent like Catherine, who's great, by the way. She's our realtor. She realized that if she goes to a networking event and she's just looking for people who are looking to buy or sell or whatever, downsize, upsize, she knew that that's probably not going to happen. So what did she do? She goes around, she looks for those mortgage lenders, she looks for home insurance specialists, she looks for title industry professionals, she's looking for handymen and roofers and floorers and home inspectors. She knows that if she builds a strong relationship with these people, not only will she get more money out of it, but she could probably pass referrals to them too. Then you create like your little co-op. It's a nice little, what we call a huddle in We&Co. That's exactly what a huddle is. You want a realtor, a mortgage lender, You want a roofer, a floorer, you want a handyman, you want a title specialist, you want insurance, you want anything tangent to the real estate market. So again, networking is not just about finding clients, it's about finding those professionals in linear or tangent industries to your own. And by the way, good job, Catherine. So without a clear strategy, understanding your target audience, and knowledge of complementary tangent industries, networking can feel like a colossal waste of time. It's not just about showing up, it's showing up with purpose and direction and an open mind. In conclusion, professional networking is a powerful tool, but only when it's used rightly. Your challenge. Before your next networking event, ask yourself, what's my networking strategy? Who is my target audience? Which tangent industry professional should I introduce myself to? If you ask yourself these questions and understand before you go to that networking event, like, hey, I need to know what I'm doing and why I'm there, you're going to be successful. If you just show up just to meet people and hopefully meet clients, that's not a strategy and it's probably not going to work. I'm Yana Henneman, here to remind you that with the right strategy, every networking event is an opportunity to get closer to your professional goals. Here's to making your networking efforts actually count. And as always, please subscribe to our social channels. Have to look good for these darn videos. I'm getting out of my comfort zone.